This is the video solution of exam 23, the practical part, advanced computer skills. File students.sav contains the result of a survey on a sample of 200 students. Open it with SPSS. Or this is the usual file. As soon as you see it, you should recognize that it's the file we have used in lesson several times, so you should know it very well. Test whether the distribution of favorite is uniform among the categories. So favorite is, you can see from here, a nominal variable. It has several categories. So in order to check whether the distribution is uniform, we use the chi-square test. Where do you find it? Well, analyze. Well, it's among the non-parametric test or in the legacy dialogues here. So you find either here or here. Fields. Revert everything back. Favorite subject. Settings, customize test, chi-square test, options. All categories have equal probability. So you check whether the distribution is uniform. Okay, run. Let's see the result. Test whether the median of birth is 1986. So this is easy, it's a sign test clearly. So birth. Okay, let's see. Birth. Median 1986. Okay, test whether the averages of variable birth depend on favorite. I'm talking about averages, so it's clearly a parametric test, and it's the analysis of variance, because birth is the scale variable, and favorite it's a nominal variable with several categories. So, analyze, compare means, one way ANOVA, display variable names, birth, favorite. Okay, this is what is required. If you really want to do it perfect, but it will be considered correct also if you do only this one. If you really want to do it perfect, you can do also this thing here. Okay, in this way you display the means and then you check. Okay, so but also doing the ANOVA is okay. Build a new variable birth 6 corresponding to birth plus 6. So I would use compute, and I don't see any reason doing anything else. Birth 6 equal to birth plus 6. Okay. Oh, at this point it may not be a bad idea to save the file, the output file, checking that you save it in the right place. Well, in my case it's among the exam. The name is students.spv. Okay. Test whether the average of birth 6 is the same as year L. It's the same as year L. We are talking about here about two scale variable. Okay. So you check whether the average are the same. Subject, so you check subject by subject. Okay, so these are coupled data. So the test here is the paired sample t-test. Year L and birth 6. Okay, significance 0.045. Display an appropriate graph to show the relation between swimming and degree. Okay, these are two nominal variables, swimming only two categories, degree several categories. So let's see which graph do we have. You can use this one. So degree, and swimming here. Okay, so this is a possibility. If you really want, another possibility is this one. Let me see this. No, this one. This one is also another good possibility. Okay. Test using only graphical methods whether birth is normally distributed. It's a really standard question. The graphical method are the QQ plot, not the PP plot, the QQ plot. Or better, the QQ plot is the one we have seen in class, normal. Okay, absolutely not normal. And the other graphical method is building the histogram. With the normal curve, otherwise I don't consider it to be correct. Okay. Record variable exams into exams2 as one few, too many, 9 missing. So it's a record, but there is also a difference for male subject and for female subject. So either you split the file before, but it's rather complicated. The best thing to do is to transform record into different variable, exams2. Okay, if so sex equals 0, which corresponds to male people, all the new values. So range 1 to 10 corresponds to 1, then 11 to highest corresponds to 2, and well, system or user missing correspond to 9, and just to, well, it's not necessary, but if you want, you can do 9 correspond to 9. 9 was the value we assigned for user missing. Well, it's not necessary because it's already included in system or user missing. Okay, missing 9, 1 to 10, 1, 11 to highest 2, continue. Okay, this operation will be lost, no problem. And let's click OK. So done for male people. Let's redo it for female people. You just change the if. You change all the new values. This one becomes 15. And this one becomes 16. Okay, rest is identical. SPSS doesn't warn me that I'm changing an existing variable. Okay, well, just to be very sure, I check whether the variable really exists and what happens. 9, 2, 9, 9, 9, 1, 9. Okay, it's okay. And now change the variable structure. Exams2, it's not scale, it's clearly ordinal. You don't need so many digits. The value labels are 1, few, 2, many, 9, missing, 9. Save. Filter out female subject. Select cases if condition is satisfied. So pay attention, because select if, okay, so I have to select the male subject because I have to filter out the female subject. Okay. So now only male subject are selected. Well, if you're not sure, you just check here. Let's see. This female filtered out. Let's save this one as well as this one. It's a good idea to save often. Display appropriate description for variable running. Well, running it's a nominal variable with two categories. The only appropriate description is the frequency table. Okay, this is the only appropriate. Save everything. Okay, you can close this file. Well, I've saved. Now I close the output just to be sure. Well, there is no close option inside SPSS, but I will reopen another one. So just make sure that you have saved. And now file import.txt contains text data. Import them into SPSS file import.sav. So file open data. Let's locate the place where it is. In my case, in your case, it's hopefully on the desktop. In my case, it's in a completely different place, unfortunately. Okay, choose txt, import, open. Now SPSS will start to ask you questions. Okay, you don't have any predefined format. Next. Are variables arranged? Well, they are clearly delimited. Names at the top of the file? Well, clearly yes. Each line represents a case. It's a file we have seen in class, by the way. We want to import all the cases. The separator is this strange symbol here. Next. Well, don't worry about these questions. Next, finish. Okay, file has been imported. Now save this file and not the other one. So pay attention on which file you're working on. Now you have two SPSS files. So this one, okay, I save it. So don't overwrite the other one. Import.sav. It's a typical mistake to save the other one. Change variable edux measure into ordinal. So very simple. You go to educ, the measure becomes ordinal. Okay, and now you save again. Import.sav, not the other one. Now you're over. You exit. Save the content of the output. Well, it's the output of the import. There is no indication that you must save it, so I don't see why. Okay, so this is the final thing you have to return, student.spv and student.sav. Well, import already existed here, and import.sav. Okay, pay attention that these two are not the same.